If your life is not changing, this is why. And I could say, and this is how you're going to change it. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, here we are on this physical planet, living our physical life, and all these aspects are the way that they are. And the way that they are reflects your beliefs. That's your dominant vibration. That's your energy. To the law of attraction, it's a default automatic flow of energy to the law of attraction, the energy of your beliefs. And so all aspects of your life represent your belief energy. So if you get faulty beliefs, you can imagine that the way that some of these aspects are flowing is not the way you want them to flow. And so that's why we want to clean up faulty beliefs. So when things are not the way we want them to be, then we have ideas about the way we do want them to be. So at the same time they're manifesting, have manifested in a way that we don't like, that causes us to think about them in a way that we would like to have them, right? So if you got a job and you're not really all that crazy about it, then that means you're thinking, wouldn't it be nice to have a job that was, and you talk about that. Same thing with a house, same thing with relationship, same thing with material wealth, same thing with a business. If the experience is one that you don't like, then you're thinking to yourself, even if you're not articulating it, you're really thinking, wouldn't it be nice to have it like this? And you can talk about that. So that's all, that imagination, that desire, that dream. See, that's high vibration energy. It is real. It's a vibrational reality. As soon as you have it, as soon as you have the contrast, you have the vibrational version. And so when you imagine or dream, you're getting a window into vibrational reality. The things are already on the way to you. They are high vibration energy, as well as the path to them. All the details that take you there are high vibration. So given all that, then why is our life not changing? Why would our life not be changing if we have experiences that we don't like, and that's contrast, and it causes us to ask in an automatic way, just when we don't like something, then our inner being knows what we want. Even if we are not all that detailed in knowing about it, our inner being does, sets that all up. So why would our life not change to it then? If our inner being gave it to us, which it did, and it's a vibrational reality, and it is, and it's on the way to us, and it is. So why would our life not be changing? Well, the reason our life doesn't change into the new version of the thing that we want is because of this. Because we got faulty beliefs going on, right? So they're broadcasting to the law of attraction. So let's say you want a different house, and you're thinking, or something different about your living arrangement. But you've got thoughts that say, well, not sure, if I can have that for one reason or another. And so that's low vibration energy. That's not the feeling of having the experience. That's the feeling of having not the experience. That's the lack of the experience. And so your present moment thoughts are looking at physical reality, and they're being influenced by physical reality, thinking you can't have what you want, or it's going to be hard, or any of those kinds of things, different from an easy flow in receiving it. So see, your present moment thoughts, conscious thoughts, and your beliefs, they're all sort of in that low vibration direction, and everything that you want is high vibration. So that's why your life isn't changing, because your daily conversation about everything, really, it could be your past, present matters, dreams, yourself or others, and in your present life, it's health, wealth, relationships, and vocation. So your talk, your thought, the way you're telling stories, it's all in accordance with these old faulty beliefs, and that's influencing your conscious thought. And so your conversation with the law of attraction is low vibration. You see, it's all this low vibration, and it feels like that, right? And so you can't receive, these things can't manifest that you want, because you're not a vibrational match to them. So what are we going to do so that we are a match to the vibration of the things that we want? And so what we want to pay attention to is not so much about, how do we manifest things or get things. We want to pay more attention to how do we change our conversation with the law of attraction so it starts being more like this, and then it's more like this, and then it's more like this. Now you see, this is what you want to work on. Here is the exact thing that has to change. You see, and this is why your life doesn't change, because even though everything is all set up for you, it's all ready, all prepared, 99% done for you, you've got to do your 1%. And your 1% is this, taking charge of your mind. And when you think a thought and it doesn't feel good and it's not in agreement with what you want, then you got to change that thought. You got to replace that thought. You got to reframe, rephrase, deconstruct. You call it what you want to, but you got to get a new thought in your mind that you know to be true, and it feels good, and at the same time a thought that actually lets you know why the thought you were thinking that doesn't feel good, why it's not true. You see, so that's a genuine deactivation of that thought. Not just a replacement, just not glazing over, not trying to make yourself feel good, but genuinely explaining to yourself why that thought about the thing that you want is out of alignment and is not true. And so therefore, you bring in the thought that is true and in alignment. As you do that repetitively, then you get your beliefs to change, and they support that. And so now you're a high vibration. You're talking. See the difference, the massive difference between. Let's just go back to what I showed before here. Right? So bring in the low vibration, right? All the negative emotion, bring that in. Change back to the faulty belief version, the low vibration thinking way. Look at the massive difference, the energy going to the law of attraction through your day on all these topics: past, present, dreams, self, others, material wealth, health, relationships, vocation. Look, there's somebody posted on one of my recent videos saying we had 60,000 thoughts a day, and I think that's pretty accurate. There's a massive amount of thoughts going through our mind, and the majority of those are this because we've been programmed. Our faulty beliefs are supporting that. 60,000 thoughts. Imagine that kind of energy going to the law of attraction every day. How are you going to get this? How is this possibly going to come through the doorway to replace what's in your life? It's not happening. There's just no way it's going to happen. So stop looking at your life and trying to manifest things or change things at this level. If you want your life to change, you got to do this. This is why your life is not changing, because you've got your daily energy all out of alignment, right? And it's just not going to allow anything to change, even though everything is set up for you to change. So the thing you want to work on, the only thing you want to work on is changing your energy. Not looking at, did my life change? Why didn't my life change? What's it going to take for my life to change? How long is it going to be before my life changes? See, that's all low vibration energy. You say, I'm working on changing my energy. I'm working on changing my energy. Every day I'm looking at my emotional productivity, getting higher, getting higher, getting higher. We want to get rid of this stuff. We want to bring this stuff in every day. I'm changing. I'm replacing my thoughts. I'm deconstructing. I'm displacing, I'm reframing, I'm rephrasing. I'm doing it day after day after day. That's what I'm doing. I'm totally focused on mastering my mind so that I'm broadcasting a completely new vibration to the law of attraction. Look at the massive difference between the old vibration. Now these 60,000 thoughts, these are all in alignment. They all support the vibration of the things that you want. The door's open. Now that stuff is going to slide into your life so easily. You won't even know where it come from. You think there's magic going on. And quite frankly, high vibration is kind of like magic, because it opens you up to receive all what has been orchestrated for you with the non-physical elements of the universe, right? So if you want your life to change, this is what you want to work on. This is the only thing you want to be paying attention to. Really, I talk about numbers in another video. I say don't pay attention to the physical world numbers, because they'll get you out of alignment. This is a number you want to pay attention to. Your emotional productivity, right? You want to achieve your positive emotion potential for the day. It's 100%. 100%. You have the ability to choose a good feeling thought in every moment of the day, no matter what's going on. You have that ability. And when you start doing it, no matter what your life looks like, you start pulling out better feeling thoughts about things in your life, finding the positive aspects, how they're serving you. Look at it from the creative process. Look at it the way your inner being looks at it. Always going to feel good, right? You look at your past that way, going to feel good. Look at yourself that way, going to feel good. Look at others that way, it's going to feel good. Look at your health, look at your wealth, look at your relationships, look at your vocation, no matter what state they're in. You can come up with good feeling thoughts about them. And when you do, then you are broadcasting to the law of attraction that kind of energy that has you vibrationally tuned into what you want right here, your dreams and desires. Right? You're feeling good about them. You're feeling the essence of them. You're feeling the ease of them. You're feeling it's all the details are taken care of. It feels easy to you. Your dreams feel easy and fun on the way. And you appreciate this contrast and you appreciate the positive aspects. And you're talking really nicely about yourself. You're understanding others as a mirror, so you're not offside with anybody. You understand your health as feedback. All these things, your wealth, your relationships are all feedback for your vibration, and so you tell a different story about the way that you want it to be, which is the story of these dreams and desires that you have. And now you have completely changed your energy in the day on everything. Now you're into high vibration energy, complete broadcast to the law of attraction, high vibration, high vibration, high vibration. And that's your natural place. That's you flowing in your natural high vibration. That's what you came to be. And the only reason you don't do it is because you got talked out of it. You got trained out of it. You got programmed out of it with faulty beliefs when you were growing up as a kid. And we know it. We know now. That's what happened. Let's not muddle around in it. And let's not ask why it happened or anything like that. It happened. Done. Forget about it. Now go after it and change it. Change it. Stop going in there and asking questions that don't really matter. It was done. Now undo it, reprogram it, retrain your mind, get it back into its natural high vibration place, and you are going to see changes happening in the physical world, as I explained in the 7 stages of manifestation change. What I'm talking about here is stage 4 of the 7 stages. This is stage 4. When you do this, now you're looking after stage 4. Now you're stabilizing your energy in high vibration. You're all about getting your energy, your productivity, your emotional productivity increase every day. You notice something where you're low vibration, you target that, you deconstruct it, you reframe it, you rephrase it, whatever word you want to use, but you go after it so you turn it into a good feeling part of your day. And as you do that, then your life will catch up. Right, your physical world will catch up to this vibrational reality that you want, and it's going to come in and replace it. So if your life is not changing, the reason is that you're not doing this. You're doing. Let's go back. Let's be really clear on this. If your life is not changing, you're doing that, and you're feeling like that, and you're transferring energy to law of attraction. That's that low vibration signal. That's why your life is not changing. That's why your life is the way it is and it's not changing. It's right there. There it is. I don't care how much you read, study, what you watch, who you talk to. There's the whole key to life right there, right in this image right here. This is why your life is not changing. This is what you're doing in your daily life with your mind. And if you want it to change, if you want your life to start changing, then you got to start talking different. You got to start thinking different. You got to be in alignment. You got to get these thoughts back in alignment. You got to talk from the perspective of the creative process. You got to think from the perspective of the creative process. And you know when you are, because you'll have positive emotion. And when you have it, then you're talking in ways about the aspects of your life that are all in alignment, all feeling good, all serving you. What you're talking about, it's all serving you. And then your life will change. But it will not change. There's nothing, never mind the physical world, there's nothing you're going to do out there that's going to change it. Not in any permanent way. You may get some little temporary changes. But unless you change this, unless you get here and you do this, And then you realize that your life is catching up, and it's not immediate. This is a gradual thing. You get more and more, let's say it differently. Let's say your emotional productivity, your positive emotional productivity increases, and it's increasing. You're in stage 4, more solid. Then you start to see stage 5. That's the flow changes in your physical life, and then trending changes, and then manifestational change. And that is it. But this got to come first. This is stage 4 right here. This has got to come first. And you got to get solid in here. And if you are absolutely 100% going to see stage 5, the flow of your life changing, the physical flow, trending flow, and manifestational flow change. So that is how you change your life. And if it's not changing, that's why it is not changing. So now you know. If your life is not changing, you know why. And now you know what to do to get it to change. Okay, that's the video for today. Thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post, and have yourself a great day.